Okay, good morning, everybody. This is for my virtual kids. I'm here with Miss Bell's sixth grade homeroom, and I'm going to show you the step where we're going to add our honeybees to your honeycomb paper. So we're going to be using oil pastels for this, and I want to show you and the rest of the class how to use the pastels to blend. So I'm going to share this. Share, and here we go. So the first thing I want you to do is kind of determine, and this goes for all of you guys too, so really pay attention. I'm teaching all of you. You want to choose about 3 analogous colors for this project. Did I record this, you guys?
Yes, it says record.
Where does it say record?
It says you're sharing your screen.
Oh, okay. All right, don't make fun of me when you watch this because I still am not sure what I'm doing. All right, so when I look at these, mine are kind of in order, which is nice. So my friends over here, what do I mean by analogous colors? What are analogous colors, Nora?
If you do purple, you can do like that purple red or that blue purple.
Thank you. So Nora's talking about our color wheel. I know that that's what my other friends were going to say too. Yeah. So very important to choose colors that are next to each other. You can kind of make a generalization. So I know that pink is not on the color wheel, but you guys know, where would pink go?
Right next to like the purple and red.
Pink is a shade of red, right? Yeah. So pink would go around here. What if I wanted to use like this gold color? If I wanted to use like this goldish, where would I put the gold on the color wheel?
Near the orange and the yellow.
You got it. Yeah, orange and yellow. So you can make a generalization. Same thing with peach. Peach is kind of a shade of orange. It's just orange with some white in it. So if you wanted to use those colors, you just need to think about where they go on the color wheel. So the first thing you're going to do with a pencil, and I'm going to do it in oil pastel, is just kind of sketch your honeybee. So you guys in class, you're going to have pictures to look at. And my virtual kids, you guys have some pictures in the Google slideshow that I posted. So I'm going to just sketch the outline of my bee. Now I'm going really big. You don't have to work this big. I'm like taking up a lot of my paper, which I do not need to take up this much. But to be honest, it's easier to blend when you have larger spaces as opposed to smaller spaces. So once I add the antennas and the legs, and then eventually the stripes. Right now it kind of looks like a fly maybe, but it will look like it'll appear to be more of a bumblebee once you add the colors. So the first thing you'll do is sketch, and then I need to think about, okay, what are the analogous colors that I want to use? I'm going to try, I think, yellows and oranges, and maybe I'm going to take like an orangish red also. I'm going to grab my white and my black, which will be my neutral colors, although you don't have to use white and black. Instead of black, I might actually use brown because it's a little bit of a warmer color, but that's what I'm going to start with. So I think my main color is kind of orangey. So I'm going to do some of the lighter colors first. So I'm doing my yellow. It's the lightest analogous color, okay? And then I'm going to fill in the whole rest of the thing. And I know my screen isn't great, but I'm going to fill the rest of my body in with the orange. Now, am I pressing hard or light? What am I doing?
Hard.
I'm pressing hard. If I was pressing light, this is what it would look like. Okay? You got to use some elbow grease for this. And you also can't be afraid of going back over top of it. So I'm going back in there. I'm blending those colors. I can take my orangish red and I can blend that in there. If it's not blending great, I can go back in over top of it. You push hard and you layer those colors, it actually starts looking textured because you've got so much color there. Oil pastels are really one of my favorite things to work with because you can't really mess it up unless you add a lot of black, and black will kind of throw it off, okay? But you want to blend these colors so they look interesting, okay? In terms of the wings, I think I would do white wings or gray wings. If you want to add like the webbing that you would see, or what would we call like the veins of the wings, kind of like the veins of a leaf, you can add those first, and then you can blend over top of it so it almost looks see-through. Don't be afraid to feel your oil pastels so they don't get scratchy. And you know what? I'm going to have to go back over those vein lines because they totally disappeared. Now, don't think that you need to leave it all white. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take what I have there and I'm going to add a little bit of my color to it. So I'm adding a little bit of color to my wing, a little bit darker where it touches the body. Then I'm going back over top of it to darken it up. I can add the vein lines again. This time they look a little bit more defined. So it kind of looks like a neat wing there. If you want to add the bumblebee stripes, so you can do that with any darker color. I could do it with red. I could do it with black. You could do it with brown like I'm doing. Let's see, which way do I want this to go? I'm gonna go this way. So there's a stripe there. Just definitely look at the pictures that you're using. So there's a stripe. I'm not filling it all the way in. Well, I'm not pressing super hard with that because I do want to go back in there and just add a little bit of my color to it also. I'm layering those colors. I want to see color, color, color wherever you can. And if the brown's not dark enough for you, you can go ahead and add black. Black is, God bless you. Black is the most unforgiving color. Once you get black down, you cannot get rid of it. It's very hard to cover. It's very hard to cover and get rid of, but if you like that bold blackness, certainly you can do your stripes in black if you'd like to. I don't particularly love the black, but now that I have black legs, I think I probably have to add some black. But the bottom line is I want you to choose analogous colors, colors that are next to each other, 3, 4 colors or so. And then I do want you to make sure you see the legs, the antennas, and the wings. Okay? Questions from anybody in class that might help those of our friends at home? No? Okay, so I'm gonna unshare my screen, and we're going to say, have fun creating your honeybees. And all of us from school say hello, have a great day. Bye, everybody. Oh my God.